Hey, I'm conflicted about the new Future and Metro Boomin album that dropped yesterday, so I'm going to be spending this music review Saturday with you. Well, I'm going to review We Don't Trust You by Future and Metro Boomin, track by track, and let you know what I find worthy of being on a playlist and what I do not. At the end of the video, I'm also going to be giving it a rating out of 10, but with that being said, get your cranberry juice, get your Cheerios, and let's get right into it. I like Future, and Metro Boomin has been known to make it boom, but I was astonished when I seen how long this album was. But for the most part, they used the length of the track list to their advantage. The first song here, I thought was pretty good. It implemented a lot of producer tags and showed a lot of levels of production, bro. Like, you really could see how good Metro Boomin is at adding chemistry here with Future, as he is with almost any artist. It's just levels of being a producer. With that being said, this song is an easy playlist. The second song is also an easy playlist. He knows what Future is good with, pretty much. Metro Boomin's literally just like a fortune teller or something, and he alley-ooped it. Hidden features on here were also great on this album. I'm not gonna spoil exactly who, just because I know a lot of you guys are like, you know, except for one. I'm gonna talk about one in this video, and it's a very big one. You definitely know what that is. And the long songs, which were a little bit upsetting at first, because it's like a 4-minute song, and I'll talk about that too a little bit over this video, but I think it might affect the replayability of this album over time. And now we're at the third song, and I had a crazy beat switch that caught me off guard. But despite the beat switch, I still do not have this song playlisted. But with this beat switch, it just shows that this beat switch can really show you more and more experience when you know what you're doing on top to keep people entertained by switching the beat up like that so randomly. This is Shaq and Kobe level of chemistry right now, and I'm very thankful that we get to hear that on this album. TS was also pretty good. They probably wanted to give it a little bit of a carnival vibe because we seen how good that was with Kanye. It made it a #1 hit, and they're definitely trying to get a big hit with this song on the album. I don't think it was the best on the album, but I still think it was pretty good. But the repetition on this was a little bit upsetting, I'm not gonna lie. 4 minutes of repetition was crazy. Also, he talks about getting claustrophobic in this next song called Claustrophobic, so he pretty much just buys Earth and just buys things with a bunch of space with it. Also, beautiful beat with that next Kendrick Lamar song that came. And if you didn't know, by the way, all these songs are playlisted. Playlist. Kendrick Lamar came in mad as hell for some reason, and he came in at Drake and J. Cole. He referenced the song First Person Shooter, which was obviously Drake and J. Cole's big song. It debuted at #1, or made it to #1 on the Billboard Hot 100, and he probably felt a little bit isolated that these guys are like part of the big three and they're not really inviting him to do these features. I mean, I'd love to see a song with J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, and Drake, but apparently he's not, because there's not a big three to him. It's just big him. He said, "There is not no big three, it's just big me." Quote unquote, end quote. Know what I'm saying? Slimed In was a chill, calm down song. I feel like it definitely was a very good way to alleviate the amount of buildup that was in Kendrick Lamar's crazy onslaught. MDG was also chill. Cinderella with the psychedelic Travis feature, I really enjoyed. Again, all these so far are pretty much playlists. The piano and chords with singing Future on Running Out of Time were very enjoyable. I'm gonna have to playlist that one. Then we have a chill streak. It didn't really get that crazy, but I'm not gonna lie, I didn't have all these playlists after that until we get to Everyday Hustle with Rick Ross. I think it had a satisfying beat drop, and the Rick Ross feature was incredible, and a good second verse from Future. Also, I don't know if it's just me, but Cardi and Future have been sounding very similar recently, just because Cardi's kind of keeping that same type of style that Future normally has. But sinister, evil sounding piano on GTA, I didn't really like it that much though, and I think it was way too long and a little bit tedious. This brought a slowdown of excitement to the listen, which slightly gets back with WTFYM. Actually, it definitely gets better with WTFYM. I think it was an incredible way to end this soundtrack, or this track list, as well as the final song, which is a bonus song, Where My Twin At. And I really enjoyed that song to the maximum. That song was incredible in my opinion. But overall, my biggest problem with this album is actually the same problem that I have a lot with the newer type of albums that we're getting from artists, where it's, if you're gonna be very repetitive, then I think you need to remember that your audience a lot of the time has the attention span of a sea otter. Like, bro, there's a bunch of TikTok people who will only listen to a small snippet of a song and be like, that's fire, and then they add the song to their playlist. But with these long songs, it's a lot harder for fans to stay engaged while listening to a first album. And I personally, I didn't skip a single one of these. I listened to them full the way through. But I know for a fact that a lot of people are not going to be doing that just because it's a 4-minute song where you're being very repetitive. The pros here is Metro Boomin, your beats are fire, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Metro Boomin's beats are crazy, as they always have been, and his production is just beautiful. And also, barely any misogyny from Future, bro. Congratulations. I cannot believe that we went an entire album without you saying something absolutely diabolical about the female gender. With that being said, this album is like an 8 out of 10ish in my opinion. Let me know how you guys feel about it in the comments below for a chance to get pinned. I love to see you guys' opinions and stuff like that. Everything like that. So, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video where I'm going to be ranking every single member of Opium's aura. Alright, stay tuned for that. I love you all.